My name is Ruth Fawcett. I am Head of Fundraising and PR at Leeds MenCap. We are a local charity that supports over 300 families with learning disabilities each week. We've got 9 different projects from everyone aged from 0 years old, so I think the youngest we've had here is 6 weeks, all the way up to, 80 and above. We provide a range of services including youth clubs, adult social groups, the Rookery residential home. We have got parent and carer support groups, but the one project that we're based in right now is Hawthorne. And Hawthorne delivers essential services and care and support for families with very young children aged under 3 with special needs and learning disabilities. We've been really lucky in the past to receive a lot of support from the Tomlinson Appeal, and without this support we simply wouldn't be able to run the services that we do at the moment.
Yep, my name's Ken Hill and I'm the project manager of the Swarcliffe Good Neighbours scheme, which is a registered charity working with and for older people living in Swarcliffe, Stanks and Winmore. At the moment, the activities we run on a weekly basis here in this community centre, we run 3 luncheon clubs a week on a Wednesday, Thursday and a Friday. We run 2 line dancing classes a week on a Tuesday and a Thursday. We run a computer cafe once a week on a Thursday morning, and we've just started a new activity, and every 2 weeks we now run a knit and natter group. And we decided that if we could raise the funds, buy our own disabled accessible minibus, which the money we acquired from the Tomlinson Appeal in conjunction with the Yorkshire Evening Post enabled us to do that. So 2 years ago, which it's a shiny new LDV van is parked outside, it was converted with a full disabled accessible ramp on the back. So now it's just been sort of like a wish list for us. We get all the people now in one go with a volunteer driver and an attendant to help them go out and collect people. It's just a dream come true for us. It's opened the doors, not just for us, but for the people that we're wanting to access. And of course, it's a nice quality when we get referrals from other agencies such as adult social care or other voluntary and private organisations that we've got a disabled accessible bus. So it's really, opened doors for people to access us.
Yeah, well, there's 3 strands to the work that we do at St Gemma's Hospice. We have an inpatient unit, which you can see behind me, which is where the most kind of intensive care that we provide to our patients is. And this is actually where Jane Tomlinson spent some time before she died, in our inpatient unit here. So this is kind of like the part of the hospice that most people kind of find synonymous with what hospice care is, really. But there's 2 other really big important parts of our work as well, which is that we have a day centre, which is up the other end of the hospice gardens, and that's where patients who maybe don't need as intensive care as the inpatient unit will come and spend a day or 2 days a week, and they might visit a doctor or see a consultant while they're here and have a massage and spend some time with patients who are going through a similar journey to themselves. And then we also have a community nurse service here at the hospice. So we have a team of community nurse specialists and a consultant who will go out and visit patients in their own homes and let them live as full a life as possible, as long as they can, actually at home in the comfort of their own home with their families.
The money was spent on our children's waiting area and also the artwork that we see around the department. So the money was spent in the waiting area. We have a new television, we have seating, we have beautiful artwork, and we have lots of different areas for the patients to play in. And then all down the corridors where our other patients may be waiting, we also have some nice artwork that is aimed at various different ages. The types of patients that we treat in our department are not only the inpatients, so we get patients that come from the wards acutely, from A&E, from the oncology wards, from any other wards in the department, the cardiac wards. We also deal with a lot of outpatients from various clinics, and we also deal with GP walk-in patients. It just gives the patients that come to us, some patients come to us for a varying length of time depending on what the examinations are. So the patients that come to us, they mean they've got lots of things to do, it keeps them entertained. It means that when they come into the department for their x-rays that they're not bored, they're not fed up with what's going on. So it helps us when we're carrying out the examinations. It just means that they're happy and easily cooperate with us sometimes.
The money we've received from the Jane Tomlinson Appeal has been spent on the wall art, decoration around the ward, trying to make the ward more friendly, a more inviting place for the young people that we have. It's been quite difficult to decorate the ward, encompassing all the age ranges. We take children from birth right up to 16 and up to 18 at some points, so it's quite difficult to get the artwork to look appealing to all the age ranges. The children can spend anywhere from a couple of days up to months at a time in the ward environment. A lot of our patients do come back as well, so they might stay for a couple of weeks, they might be back at home and then come back and visit us again. A lot of the children that do come back have noticed the difference in the ward. The ward was very bland and quite plain, very white walls, and now they can see that it's very different. It's quite friendly and welcoming, and it just looks busier and more inviting. The room that we're sat in at the moment is the children's playroom. This was particularly designed at the older age range, so we were trying to target the teenagers more than the younger age groups. So we tried to make it look a bit more inviting but a little bit older, so it was a bit more of a chilled out zone for the older children really. And the parents' room as well has been decorated in a calm and relaxing way, and we've had new sofas put in there as well, just so it's a bit more relaxed for the parents while they're staying on the ward. I think it's made a huge difference really. It's just much more inviting and much more relaxing. I think when the walls were very bland and white, they were a bit scared. It was quite a frightening place. It wasn't very welcoming. Now it seems a bit more friendly and a bit more child orientated, so they feel a lot more comfortable. And some of the procedures that they're coming in for, some of the surgeries are quite difficult to get over, and it just makes it a lot more relaxing for them, and that generally makes a big difference in their recovery as well.